Hello, everybody. I am back for part 2. Sorry about that. I got interrupted by my mom, but all is good, okay? She just came by for a quick second, so that's cool, I guess. You feel me? So, part 2, meaning finishing the previous live because we got interrupted. So, anyways. So we're done with that pedophile conversation. I just had to get that off my chest. Really? So anyways. All right. Well, let's see. We did 2 singing covers, which is probably about what I'm going to do. So now we're going to go into the part 2, which is the story time. Now, gentlemen, you are welcome to stay, but if it gets too much, you can leave. I don't blame you, because my life is even too much for me. So, anyways, middle school bus. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Anyways, so this story time is very deep, very personal, and I don't mind sharing it. I would say 8 or 9 months after it happened, I didn't really mind sharing this story to all my closest lady friends and people that I could trust and people that I know. Just raising awareness about it, and I felt ready to, tell people close to me some advice and what to look out for. So, we're just gonna get into this video. Anyways, so this story time is okay, this is very serious. I need to calm it down. Okay, so this story time is wait, I'm about to be funny. 1 second. You leaving me? Okay. Actually, I'm about to be funny. What is it called? Hold on, wait. Is this it? Hold on.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
Okay. All jokes aside, this story time is the time I almost, and I mean almost because literally that close. The time I almost the time that I'm almost not okay. That I almost wow, why is this? I guess it's because the actual word, I actually have to say it for my subscribers. I actually have to say it. Okay. It's just easier if I actually my friend or something. But okay, at the time I almost got, I'm gonna spell it RAPED. Yep, there's 10 letters in that word, okay? Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I kind of use humor, but this isn't funny. Okay? This is not funny. Okay, so it's a time that I almost got raped. So this is how it went down. Yes, that's what you should say. So it happened 3 years ago. Trace years ago, if y'all know Spanish. Trace years ago. And I was in 9th grade. I was a freshman. I was a freshman, y'all. And I was, so first off, this is the first mistake I ever made. Breaking up with somebody and then going out with somebody, at least in this case, because I fully regret it. But the person that I broke up with, he knows, like, at least 80% of the reason was my mom. And I will get into it after my story time. Was because my mom. And then the other 20% was because I liked somebody else, so then I broke up with him to go out with the other guy. Okay. So that was around, like, the beginning of December was when I started going out with this other guy. Now, this was the biggest mistake ever, okay? I was 14, and then literally a month after Christmas Day is my birthday. So I was about to turn 15. At the time, I was 14, and this guy was 17. I should have stopped right there. But back then, to me, I was very naive. I was very inexperienced with boys, men, whatever the heck you want to call them at this stage in your life. Me, no idea what I call them, but they're human beings, okay? So, unless it's like actually a real genuine guy, then you can call him a man or a young man. If you know they're like under 21, you know, a young man. If they're like actually genuine people. If they're just effing around, then you just call them boys, you know, call them boys. Anyways, so I should have stopped right then and there. But I dated him for like a month and a couple weeks anyway. And then towards the end, he was supposedly, is that how you say it? Yeah, supposedly moving to Jacksonville, but I think it was actually true because there was like a lot of boxes in his house because I went over there for Christmas dinner. And so like a couple weeks before he broke up with me, actually no, we started dating a week and a half before Christmas, and then we broke up right before this tragic thing happened. Okay, so let me continue. So, you know, after 2 weeks, he said, "I love you." And I was just kind of like, he said it when we were like walking to class together. Like, you know, one class ends, the bell rings. So like in between that time period where you walk to class, he said it like right there. And honestly, I was like, Haley, come on. Like, because when he said, "I love you," I literally stood there for like a minute and a half. And I was like, what? Like in my head, I was like, no, this ain't right. This is not okay. But I was just kind of like, and I was like, I love you too. Like, that's literally how I said it because I was just like, what? So, I was like, okay, that's one red flag, but who knows? Maybe he's just like so, like maybe he really likes me or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I literally stood there thinking for a minute and a half. What the heck? Maybe this, maybe that. I love you too. Big fat question mark. So I was like after 2 weeks. So I was just kind of like, okay, is this person in their right state of mind? Apparently not, because the story continues. Okay. So, what the heck is on my screen? I don't know. So then, fast forward to the second week of February, and he breaks up with me, and it's the most crappiest, excruciating breakup ever. I'm telling you, it's the worst thing that you could ever do to a person when you break up with them, okay? Besides text dumping, that also sucks. But this really sucks because he did, okay. So for a full-on week, one day he would be like, "Haley, ... I can't do this." And I'll be like, "Boy, what can't you do?" And he'll be like, ... be in this relationship. And I'll be like, okay. And then literally the next day he would just be like, "Never mind, ... I want to be with you, ... I want to make this work." And it was literally like that every other day. I was like, Then finally, towards the end of the week, I was like, okay, this really hurts. Like, you were literally kind of, what's the word? I guess, like, what's the word? You are, I'm trying to think of what my 14-year-old self said. I said, you are literally making my brain toss and turn. It feels like I'm being tossed around here. Just rip off the Band-Aid if you want to break up with me, because I've had enough. Like, I can't take this. Like, I want to make it work with you because I like you, but just make up your mind. Rip it off if you don't want to be together anymore. Like, just do it. That's something what I said. So then he broke up with me, and my mom let me watch TV, and we went out for ice cream and had cookies, and she just let me cry because that was pretty freaking excruciating, because he did that for like a straight up week. Okay? That was, never do that to somebody. I'm telling you right now. That's just like, that's how you destroy their heart. Okay? Just don't. So, continue on with the story. So then comes, February, like the last week of February. The first 3 days, he just kind of like, wherever I was with my friends, he would just kind of like circle in a giant circle around us. I'm like, are you good? I know you still like me, but you're the one who ripped this off, okay? Like, I kind of pushed you to do it because I had enough of your tossing around, okay? Like, I can't. So then, Tuesday, February 25th, 2016? Yeah, 2016, right? Yeah, it was, I think, yeah. Tuesday, February 25th, 2016. So, that day at lunch, I was walking around, minding my own business, and he comes up next to me. Now, mind you, please do not judge me. I'm freshly 15, still naive, don't know anything about boys, men, whatever the heck you want to call them. Very inexperienced with dating, because before him, I only had 4 other boyfriends, and mind you, it was middle school relationships, so don't judge. Okay, glad we got that established. So, he was like, hey, can I talk to you? And I was like, sure, go ahead. So as we're walking all the way across campus and into a building, he hasn't said a word. I'm just like, I was thinking about, okay, maybe he just wants to, maybe he just wants to talk in a more secluded space with less people, so it could be like sort of private, but there's still going to be people walking around, but it can be kind of private because maybe he wants to talk to me, apologize, whatever. And we keep walking further down the hallway. I'm like, okay, maybe not. And then we go into the stairway, and I'm like, okay, maybe we're going upstairs to talk. No, we didn't. Okay. So then okay, so like you walk into so you walk up, and then there's stairs, and then a second step going up. And he sits down. Sorry about my close-up. And then he sits down. And this was literally me. I was like, we're not supposed to be up here. So can you get up and let's move? Like, we're going to get in trouble for being in here. Go. Like, we need to get out. Like, I was like, what are you doing just sitting there? And he was like, just come here. And he grabs my wrist. And I was like, honey, I'm not sitting on your lap right here. First off, at least I was somewhat smart, but not really. I was like, first off, no, I'm not. We're not sitting here. We're not going to have a discussion here. We're going to get in trouble for being here. We need to leave. So then he takes both of my wrists and grips it tight and then forces me to sit on his lap. And I was like, thinking, bro, you good? You good? I was like, are you freaking good right now? That's what I was thinking. I was like literally like, are you good? Like, that's what I was thinking in my head. And I was honestly starting to get scared at that point. And then I get up and he grips my wrist tighter and yanks me down again. I'm like, I'm like, excuse me, no. That's literally what I said because I'm like, at this point, I'm getting shook and I'm scared. I'm like, what the heck is going on, you know? Like, and then he keeps me restrained on his lap for about 2 minutes and he starts to like kiss my neck. I'm like, no. I literally went because like he had my wrist pretty tight. So I was like trying to fight to get out of his hands, but it wasn't really working because I'm still like a noodle. So I just kind of gave up on that. So when he started kissing my neck, I was like I literally went like that so he would like go away. Like I didn't headbutt him, but I kind of like swerved and then backed up a little bit like that. And I said, no, you're not doing this. And then he takes like both of my hands in one hand and grips them really, really tight and puts them behind my back. And then I'm trying to like this entire time, I'm trying to like get my at least one of my hands free at this point. And I'm like, yo, I literally said we're at a school. This is just no. And I'm like trying to get like my wrists and my hands free. And then, sorry, hold on. So then I kind of stop, like trying to break free for a couple minutes because I could kind of feel him keep gripping tighter and tighter and tighter. And it was starting to really hurt. So I didn't want to, move around too much because it hurt really bad. And then he starts like feeling me. I'm like, no. I literally shook my head and I looked at him like he was nuts. I was like, what are you doing? And then he tries to take off my shirt and I had one of my hands free at that point. So then I smacked him. And then he takes his other hand and he grips both of my wrists again and then pulls out a condom and says it's time. I'm like, no. I literally went, no, it's not. And so then at this point, he has both of my hands, both of my wrists restrained with both of his hands. And he's just like trying to keep me there on that spot and stuff. And of course, that was my unlucky day because I was wearing a skirt. So then after that, he lets go with one hand. And whips out his thing. And I was like, what are you doing? No. I was like, I'm freshly 15. I'm not ready for that. Third, we're at a dirty school. First, we're at school, dude. This is just a no. I'm nowhere near ready for that thing right there. Whatever you're taking out of your pants there, mister. No. I'm still a V. I ain't ready for that. You need to put that away. That is a no. You feel me? No. Okay. So then he has one of his hands grabbing both of my wrists pretty tight. And I'm like, this time I'm actually fighting until the bell rings. Okay. So like I'm fighting him. I'm trying to get out of his grip. While at the same time, he's trying to put his thingy in me. And he was like that close. Mind you, I was wearing a skirt. So at this point, I was trying to get my wrist free. And also at this point, what? And then at this point, I'm also standing up so that he doesn't actually get his way because I'm not having it. I'm still, like I said, at that point, I was still a virgin and I was nowhere ready for that thing. And most importantly, we were at school. I was like, no, what are you doing? So like, so then he was literally that close to inserting it in me And then finally the bell rang. And I was like, oh my God, yes. I literally got saved by the bell. This guy was literally just trying to rape me at school. And he literally almost did it, even though I fought him to the death of me. And during that entire time that he was trying to get his way, I was so scared. My heartbeat was like, and I was already thinking, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get an STD because he's 17 and he's done it with multiple people. And this is the end of me. I'm not going to have children. I'm not going to be able to do it with anybody else without them getting an STD. Like, I was literally scared for my life. I was just like, no, this literally can't be happening to me right now. But thank the Lord, I got free by the bell. The bell literally saved this creepy, nasty, disgusting 17-year-old from raping me at school. Literally. And I was literally fighting him the entire time. And when he was done, he left giant bruises on my wrist, which of course I hid from everybody because I didn't want anybody seeing that. But he left 2 giant bruises, one here, and one there, because he was gripping so tight and I was trying to literally get away from him. And it was literally the scariest thing in my life. So after that bell rang, I was hysterically crying. And I think towards the last 5 minutes of him trying to get his way with me at school, which is like, what the hell are you doing? I think I saw like a girl walk up to the window and then she walked away. So I think she went to go tell administration, because then the administrator came to me and she asked me what happened and I told her, and then I wrote it down on like a incident form paper thingy. And she told me that he said that we were just kissing, and I said, no, look at these bruises on me. And she goes, okay. So then he ended up getting expelled. And then after that, I have no idea what happened to him. So this story time is just a big awareness alert for all you ladies out there. In order to get the full story, go to the beginning of this part 2 and you will understand what I'm talking about. But if a guy says I love you after 2 weeks and then does a terrible breakup with you or just ghosts you or something and then says that they want to talk or like whatever, like make sure you have these red flags, warning signs in your brain ready to go from my story time. That way you can look out for these things and not be dumb and naive as I was. Now, mind you, again, I was freshly 15. I was very, very, very inexperienced with boys because before that relationship, I only dated 4 guys, and it was back in middle school. So it was like innocent dating back then, like nothing too serious back then. So I was very innocent, and I kind of gave people the benefit of the doubt, and I was very, very naive and just dumb. So I'm just letting you young ladies, older ladies, just be aware that even if you say it'll never happen to me, which I said it'll never happen to me. I will never get raped. Well, I almost did. Like, I was that close, and I was fighting him to the death of me. So don't say it's never, ever going to happen to you, because it literally could. And so that happened towards the end of February. And for the next 5 months, my mom kicked me out of the house because she thought I wanted to do it at a nasty school with a 17-year-old. Heck to the hell no. So she kicked me out for like 3 months. And during those 5 months, I was very depressed. I starved myself. I lost 20 pounds. My face was sunken in. You could see my ribs. To give you a picture, I almost looked like a Jew from a concentration camp. Like, I looked so bad. And I had dark circles under my eyes because I would have nightmares every night of what he did to me and like random guys ganging up on me in a alley or something. So I literally had nightmares every night. I barely slept. I starved myself. I was so depressed for 5 months. My mom kicked me out of the house for 3 months because her crazy ass self thought I really wanted to do that. No, I didn't. I literally almost got raped. I was struggling to get away from him, literally. And I was so scared for my life. So, ladies, please, never think it's never going to happen to you. Never think that it's not that serious. After that, I learned to always be on the lookout, because from the age of 14 to probably maybe like 20-ish, most boys think with their thingies. And they just want to put it in something. Obviously, after my story time. But not all guys are like that. There are actually a few really good, genuine guys out there. But I'm just saying, just be on the lookout, because not every single guy is going to be genuine. Not every single guy is not going to think with their thing. You feel me? You just gotta be on the lookout, and you can't trust anything that the thing says. That the thing says. Literally. Okay, so technically I don't really count him as a relationship, because he almost tried to rape me, and we only dated for a month. And then 3 weeks after we broke up, that's when he did that to me. So I don't really count him as a relationship, because he went too fast. He wanted one thing with his pee-pee, and sorry, my throat is dry. And yeah. So ladies, get yourself a real man. Get yourself a man that actually cares about you, and not about their ding-a-ling, wanting to be pleased and feeling so ooh la la. You feel me? Get a real man. A real man. You just need to. Now, I'm not saying. Oh, it's on low battery. Okay. I'm not saying that all guys are like that. I'm saying be on the lookout, because I literally said it'll never happen. Literally, every time I say something will not happen to me, it always does. I literally said I will never go to an Ariana Grande concert. Okay, did that. I will never get a book about 5 Seconds of Summer or go to their concert. Check. I will never ever get raped. I almost did. Check. So never say it'll never happen to you, because it honestly could, good or bad. You feel me? So I'm just telling you guys all the warning signs if a guy is moving too fast. Don't be naive or stupid. Okay, 2 weeks and they say I love you. Skirt out, okay? Y'all need to skirt out, okay? Because no person in their right mind says I love you after 2 weeks. And even then, I questioned it. I was like, I love you too. And then I skirted my ass to class, because I was just like, I was literally thinking, is this what high school relationships are like? What? I was honestly confused. I'm like, is this guy okay? Is this normal? Little did I know, a month and 3 weeks later, it was not normal. He just wanted to get in my pants and get his ding-a-ling pleasured. Honey boo-boo, you knew I was a virgin and I wasn't ready for that. What the fuck you doing? And out of school? You gotta be out of your mind. And the reason why he got expelled is because he did that 2 times before to 2 other girls at the school. And I didn't know that until 2 weeks after it happened, and my friend said that he almost raped her at school. I was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have never dated this disgusting pig. And she goes, I wanted you to be happy, and I already knew that, a few people in your life weren't too keen about the relationship, so I just wanted to be a positive. I was like, you could have told me to skirt. I already made the mistake of dating him after breaking up with somebody that actually truly loved me. You could have told me that, okay? Because I know you wanted to be a positive friend, but you could have told me to skirt my ass away. Skirt! Jesus. Feel me? So, I'm not saying that all guys think with their wee-wees, but if he says I love you, you kind of need to, after 2 weeks, you need to skirt, because he only wants his ding-a-ling pleasure to be erected. So, I'm just saying, be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout, because honestly, in the teen zone, most guys, especially where I live, 90% of them think with their so you got to find yourself a real man, a real genuine man that will take his time with you. Even if he's not a virgin, he will take his time with you and not rush you. Not say I love you. Now, I will say a huge shout out to, so my second boyfriend is Chris, and that's the guy that I talked about yesterday. Now, I'm going to say thank you so much to him, because, mind you, I literally almost got raped, and I told him that like 2 months after getting together. That way he knows, at least that much. So, so I have to like give a huge shout out and thank you to him, because for 2 reasons. Mainly because he waited until I was ready, which was like about 8 months after we started dating. That's when I kind of felt ready, because I was already like, it was like 8 or 9 months. Like, it was like really late, especially because because could you imagine if I went through that again and another guy was like, yo, let's F now? I'd be like, no, we waiting until I'm ready. So, I'm just going to say thank you to him, because he waited till I was ready, and he waited till I felt comfortable enough to do that. You feel me? That's how you know you got a real man. If they will wait for your readiness. Now, if you're ready after a month, that's on you. You're moving a bit too fast, but I'm just saying. If it's months and months, then you know he's not there for sex. You feel me? That's mainly for like virgins out there. If you're not like too sure or too ready, you have found a real man if he's willing to wait. Because if he doesn't wait, he's going to find some other hole to stick it in, because he don't got you. Or he'll try to rape you after a month after you all break up, and then you're going to be a depressed mess. Or maybe that won't happen to you. Maybe that only happened to me because I was dumb. I should have said, no, I'm not talking to you. But I'm just going to say thank you to Chris, because he waited till I was ready. He honestly made it really special, because I wanted it to be special. I wanted to wait until I got married, but then after I met Chris, I was like, my hormones are kicking. This ain't happening. This ain't happening until I get married. That's like 10 years away. That's a hell to the nah. My levels are rising with this piece of handsomeness. You feel me? Like, sometimes when you just meet that one person, at least for me, my levels went berserk. I was like, okay, calm down. You're still not ready yet. He's willing to wait for you. You need to, when the time and the place is right, that's when you do it, bro. I literally had self-control. Like, I literally had to not get too out of hand. And luckily, sometimes he would stop me too. Because, like, even sometimes with just kissing, it would just make my levels go way the frick up. Be like, Haley, gotta chill, bruh. Chill. But, gotta say thank you. And thank you, because he was also a virgin too. So, no STDs, no shit from him. So, thank you. You feel me? Because, honestly, I was like, by the time I do it with somebody, he's gonna already lose his virginity maybe once, twice, 3 times. And it could be with hoes. Like, people who, like, just F around. STD, coming for me. You feel me? So I was like, by the time I do it, he's not going to be a virgin. Because I honestly wanted a virgin, mainly because I was one. I didn't want STDs. And honestly, since me and him were both virgins, it made our like relationship even more special. Like if you both lose it to each other, your bond with each other is just a million times closer. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like if y'all are both virgins, that's why back in the old days sex was for marriage, because y'all just get that kapow. Y'all get that. It's like the best feeling ever, because then after, like, you have that closeness, you just like love each other more. Like literally, it was like the best ever. So thank you ×3, because no STDs, you were a virgin, and we have this huge bond. Like even now that we're broken up, like we are still so close. And I'm going to do another video explaining more about the previous video. The live that I did on Saturday, I'm going to do a part 2 of, because there's more to be said, but I just didn't want to be too long with the live because I started to get bored towards the end, so I ended it. So anyways, there's a part 2 coming for that live that I did 2 days ago, and it kind of twines with that video a little bit. But like right now, he's at work until 9, and I'm gonna die because we're literally best friends. Like he's my best friend ever. And like right now, as I said in that video, we're kind of like coming at peace, kind of, and we're just, because after February, after what I did I explain that? Well, in February, I kind of just left him on his own to heal after we broke up for like a 4th or 5th time. And I was just like, no, I can't do this. Bye. Like it's been real messy, guys. Like I can't even tell you. But that after I did that, I was like, no, I'm never doing that again. Haley, you were stupid. You should have just helped. You feel me? Like that was like the worst thing I ever did. And seeing him cry like broke my heart. I was like, oh my god. Like I can't believe I did that. Like I can't believe I just like broke up with him and then just kind of was like, sorry, no, I gotta go. You know, am I still a virgin? No. Chris and I lost it to each other around a year of dating. So no. But you know, oh, I got another story time now. Okay. Oh my god, it's hot as freaking here. How did it feel in you? What do you mean? Like, did my thing pop? Is that what you mean? Just stepping into the woman's mind. Like, what do you mean? Like, be more open with your questions. Like, don't be afraid. Like, just be more specific, because oh my god. Like, how did it feel? In what position? Like, what do you mean? This gum is losing flavor. Oh yeah. Oh, freak. Whoa. I literally just died. Dude. Oh. Well, I'm telling you, wait for a special person. I'm telling you right now. Just don't give it away. Because that's what I did. I waited for a special person, and I honestly felt that connection with Chris. I felt that. I was like, he's the one. Like, even back in middle school, when we dated the first time, and I was like 13 years old, I felt it then. I'm like, one day, he's going to take it from me. And he did. I'm telling you, I just had that special feeling about him. I was like, yeah, but he's going to take it one day. Take it all. Anyways, That's really cute. I'm gonna use that when I have kids. No, I'm just kidding. That's so cute though. That's like the most cutest wording I've ever heard ever. Okay, so but thank you for like keeping it appropriate. That was just like really cute. I literally died. Well, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly discuss this. Okay. So sometimes because Chris and I were both kind of like, you never had sex, like why this is like I was literally about to like okay, so I'll explain what happened. So when we were about to have our moments our moments. As you know, I don't know how else to word it. I was kind of still looking at him like I was scared because my main thing was pregnancy. Okay? Because literally every single woman on my dad's side got pregnant between the age of 16 to 19. Literally, all of them got pregnant. Some of them by multiple baby daddies. So I was like, oh geez, I don't want to end up like that because all those crappy men are out of their lives, not helping to raise the child or children. So I don't want to end up like that. I don't know, not now. I can't. Plus, my mom, she always thought I was going to get pregnant in my teens because everybody else on my dad's side got pregnant on their teens. So, I was still very scared about that. Not that I would like recklessly do it, but because my mom was just kind of like, you're going to get pregnant as a teenager. Oh my God, it was so bad. She mainly started saying that when I dated the 17-year-old. Dude, back then she didn't give me credit for being smart. I was like, yo, just because he's 17 doesn't mean I'm doing it with him. You feel me? And I've heard that losing your virginity hurts. So, you really think I'm ready for that pain? No. No. And plus, I didn't feel it with that nasty piece of fly nest. Anyways, so he like my scared look at him, he knew why I was scared. Oh my God, he was so sweet. Oh my God, I can't. Like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was just like so sweet. So he just like kind of like caressed my face and kind of like laid next to me. He said something like, don't worry, I promise you right now. And like the genuine look and care and sincereness in his eyes made my heart just like melt. I was like, oh my God, is this what heaven is? Because that's what I'm looking at right now. So like he just like kind of like laid next to me and like kind of like caressed my face, and he was just like, Haley, I'm telling you right now, if you get pregnant, I'm definitely not leaving you, especially with how my mother raised me. I'm just not gonna walk out of your life like that. Time to go to a charger, 7%. So that made me feel a little bit more, comfortable and ready, because I was like, he's actually meaning this. And plus, I know he wouldn't actually leave me if I did got pregnant, because that's douche. So anyways, so then after my charger. So then after that, he was putting on, a protection. I love how I popped up like that. The protection. And it's actually kind of funny because like like a lot of people are watching now. So like he was like trying to like on, because honestly guys, I'm just gonna say this. It was kind of a struggle because I'm just gonna say this. He's really long and like decently big. So he was kind of struggling because he didn't get the right size. Now this is tip for guys if you're like first trying to figure out what size condoms work on you. So it was kind of small. So I just thought I should like the condom was like a little bit small. I just thought I should share that story because that was actually kind of funny. But actually, when, as you put it, when his piece went into mine, that's actually really funny. I love that. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt. No blood, no bleeding. It didn't hurt. I was like, okay, this is weird. Because at the time, I was like, it's like, I'm supposed to be bleeding. It's supposed to hurt. But what the heck is this? So then, it was actually enjoyable for my first time because it didn't hurt. And as I explained, like with me almost getting ripped, I mean almost, like it was like that close, but he never went inside me. So when I was with Chris, I was still a virgin. So, I just thought it was really weird. I'm like, okay, the guy before him didn't put his piece in mine because the bell saved my virginity, literally. So I was just like, okay. So actually my first time was pretty enjoyable. So then I did some research. Him and I both did some research about it because it was just really weird. And I like almost cried because like, he was a little bit disappointed that like, I wasn't one of the normal girls, so I kind of like felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with my vagina. I didn't bleed, and I'm so sorry. But like after like the next day, he was like, no, it's fine. I was just kind of like expecting it because he really did. Like he put like a towel like underneath my hiding just in case, and there was no blood. So it was just kind of like, what the heck? So my first time was actually pretty enjoyable, real enjoyable. But every single time after that, it hurt like hell. Hurt really bad. Now, I always say this, but I really don't know what a first time feels like. So, all I say is it kind of feels like a first time, maybe, because it hurts pretty bad. Where did it go? But like I said, him and I did some research, and some girls bleed or don't bleed. It just depends on how much hymen they have, which is basically that barrier that pops. The term nowadays is like pop the cherry, but the hymen is like a layer of whatever the heck it is, a layer of stuff. I forgot what it's called. And sometimes when a young woman has it popped, it either like expands and that's why it bleeds, or the lady has very, 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 very thin hymen, so it doesn't pop or bleed or hurt when the man's piece goes inside of her. And that's probably what happened with me. Because either some girls will bleed and it'll pop because it's like a thick layer, and some girls don't bleed because it's very thin. It just kind of like withers away after the stick, there we go, goes inside. So it's either normal for girls not to bleed or not to bleed. So I was one of the girls that apparently didn't really have enough hymen to pop. But I'm telling you, after the first time, my stomach, bro, oh God, I was dying. I was on my deathbed. Okay, that's a bit over-exaggerating, but I'm not joking either. So it hurt so bad. But, oops. But, yeah. So, all I'm saying, and for a guy, it just feels real good. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question about like when his piece went in mine. So I hope that really helps you. You feel me? You feel me? I'm not expecting to go this far today, but we did. We did. Ooh, hey, ooh. So, yeah. If you guys are still a virgin, congratulations to you. Find yourself that special person that you really feel that connection with and that you can trust and that actually cares about your well-being and your readiness. Just find yourself that real, genuine person. You feel me? You gotta be smart when it comes to losing it. You can't just give it to nobody or anybody. Like, you gotta be smart. And if you're still waiting, I applaud you because that's just some real strength right there. Some real strength for me. But anyways, so please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And this concludes the live for today. Thank you for watching once again, and thank you for participating. I love you guys so much. Keep subscribing, keep giving me positive feedback, and y'all will see me very, very soon. Yeah, peace. Thank you.